does the employer turn to his intermediaries, whether they be brokers or TPAs, to assess the qualities? Is it based upon data, outcomes, readmissions, infection rates, all of the above? Do you want to take that, Tim? Oh.
I'll start with that one.
Yeah, because that's everything dropped your butt.
No, yeah, well, I want to start with first understanding, again, going back to engagement, okay? Sometimes I sense there are buzzwords that start rationally and make sense at first, and then they go out of whack. And quality is one of them. I keep asking myself and my friends, who of us own one of the 10 best cars in the world? Who of us owns one of the best homes in the world? Well, I'm yet to find one of my friends, including myself, that does that. Now, how come you think that every employee anywhere in America would actually take advantage of one of the 10 best hospitals in the world? It just doesn't resonate with them enough. And so the name is not enough to have engagement. We do look at quality almost obsessively, and many times we miss because we look at names, and like I said, we miss at Johns Hopkins one thing that they just don't do well, or they just decide not to do. And
we're not picking on Johns Hopkins today.
Oh, not at all, not at all, sorry. Johns Hopkins is obviously great on many other things, but it's just an example on sometimes. So when you look even in your backyard, you may have, I mean in San Diego, where I come from, within a mile from one another, there are two hospitals. One is 25% under average priced, and the other is about 40% over average. They're both in La Jolla, California, if anybody knows where that is. That's the pinnacle of the coast of California. And they're both a mile away. And you would know, that that's the difference. And there's no difference. They're both ranked and rated almost the same on most procedures. So one point to also add to what my friends here said, and TJ talked about the correlation between price and quality. As many of you know, there's one state in this country that has regulated caps on hospitals. It's not just by chance that most of the best hospitals that are rated best in knee replacement, hip replacement, orthopedics, which is so common, are right there in Maryland, in DC area. Now, interestingly enough, dealing with big data, we see some anomalies that you won't believe. I didn't believe. Turns out that some hospitals in Maryland got actually compensated by Medicare more than they charged full price. They were that low, and I'm talking very, highly rated, knee replacement that actually got reimbursed because it's government. They had the number, they paid them more than they charged. That's number one. Number two, on our platform, we calculated 5% of the full price for the employee, okay? Turns out in some cases, when you come from South California, for instance, where the prices are so high, you travel to get a knee replaced, you get a bonus that's higher than what the surgeon will get reimbursed for doing it for you. This is the inefficiency in our country. Ladies and gentlemen, in 2013, there was one hospital, the highest in the country, over in the Bay Area, charging $223,000 for a knee replacement. While at the same year, okay, there's one hospital over in Maryland charging $16,500. And this is full price, MSRP.